Hey, what's up everybody? This is Aaron Hilliard from Mushroom Wonderland, and I'm going out with this team today to go look at mushrooms in Kauai. Here's Jack Johnson. Woo! He's a mycologist from Wisconsin.
Last time we were here we found, I think, 80-something species. It's been raining a lot, so absolutely.
Let's go check out the mushrooms of Kauai.
Welcome to Mushroom Wonderland.
I'm here with Humphrey. He's the man. He's a local here in Kauai and kind of showing us around a little bit.
Yeah.
You're interested in the mushrooms here. You're out mushrooming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my stomping grounds. This is how I get out in nature when I don't have to go to work and stuff.
Awesome. So are we expecting to see some pretty cool stuff out here?
Oh yeah. I was just here a couple of weeks ago and they're starting to pop off. We had thunderstorms a little while ago and that woke everything up, and it should be a very shroomy hike.
Killer. And January is kind of like the height of mushroom season here.
Yeah, definitely.
The wet season.
Yep.
And then when is it the hottest here?
The hottest, yeah, August.
We're here at the right time, right in the new year.
Oh,
it feels
yeah.
weird though to me because I'm like, oh yeah, it's January.
Yeah.
And it's 75 degrees. So.
Yeah, nice and mild for you.
Yeah. Pretty pleasant living here on the island. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Awesome.
nice.
Well, thanks for showing us around.
Oh, of course. Down in the lower area, we're gonna see a lot of kukui nuts, kukui nut trees, mostly introduced. A lot of the hibiscus tiliaceus, or the haubush. As we go up a little bit further, we're gonna hit Australian trees. So chances of the Amanita marmorata and other ones like that. And then further up, we're gonna start hitting the native stuff, the Wai'ale'ale. As we go up, you're gonna see as the trees change, the mushrooms are gonna change too.
Holy sh**.
Don't go there.
Step over there.
That's a permanent little bog.
Mycena spinosystema primordia. Finally.
So how big is more?
And now looking down here at the ledge. We could probably bring that back and just keep it in a tackle box. And here, let's see what this guy is. Oh, here's another one.
Oh,
It's got a little spiky.
yeah. This is just a baby, or?
Yeah, that's primordium, and then as basically it's gonna grow, it's gonna elongate the stipe, but that spiky cap will be up in the air. So we'll bring him back, we'll keep him in a box, and then we'll put him in with some wet, paper towel or something, and hopefully we can get him to elongate.
Grow a little
We
bit
might
more.
even do it while we're hiking around today.
Cool. And this is Dr. Brian Perry, and he is a mycena expert, and then Kira, and she's doing her master's on mycena, right? Yeah, awesome. So Jack Johnson's right here, and he's studying some kind of fungi that...
I was looking at a crust, but I wanted to talk about these black fungi for a second. So if you watch Mushroom Wonderland, you know mycology uses a lot of DNA sequencing right now, and it's a game changer. A researcher named Jack Rogers had done work in Hawaii for quite a few years, maybe a decade, and he made all of these collections, great studied collections, tons of names, things described, and right now we're at a point where we can do DNA sequencing and figure out if the species names that he made still hold up. So there's a big need for us to be here right now and sequence these black lumps on logs.
Wow.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah. Yeah, most people would just walk by this without batting an eye, but...
Yeah, some of them play roles inside of trees as endophytes and pop out when the leaves fall and then rot wood.
So is this like the fruiting phase? Is this...
Yeah, this is essentially the crusty mushroom part of this organism's life cycle. So inside of this little crusty thing, there are little teeny holes that shoot out spores through an opening.
So this is an asco.
It's an
Ascomycete. It's like a, kind of like a related to morels growing here on trees.
Same,
distantly,
same phylum.
Yeah.
This one might be Biscogneoxia, or it might be diatripe. There's a lot of black blobs in the tropics.
Jeez. So once you move beyond edible mushrooms, you might aspire to be like Jack and look at all of these things that...
If you get here, you'll be surprised. I'm surprised I'm here. It's a strange thing to spend your time staring at bumps in the forest, but somebody has to.
Yeah. And you've got another one here, a white...
Yeah, I've got a white crust. I don't know if this could be a cystotrema. In some places in the world, when you do when they do research and ask the question, which kinds of fungi that make fruiting bodies are the most abundant in a forest, multiple studies have turned up the answer that it's the crusts. They're not big, they're not charismatic, but they are huge players in the ecosystem, breaking down wood and moving nutrients. So somebody giving them a little bit of attention can be pretty important.
So he's going to voucher this by putting a little voucher slip here, take a photograph, and this is so it doesn't get mixed up. You know what tag goes with which.
Yeah, we have some redundancy built in. So we have a tag number, and then we'll make an iNaturalist observation. And once we add this tag number onto our iNaturalist observation, a QR code on the back can be scanned and bring up photo records. So in 10 years, if someone's looking at this collection, dried out in a museum, they'll be able to scan this and get a picture of it when it's fresh and in the field.
Perfect.
And we write that iNaturalist number on here. A lot of just redundancy, because things get lost when you're doing 1,000 samples.
Totally.
And there's a bunch of people.
And I love the knife. What's the story with your knife?
My grandpa gave it to me. It's a little scrimshod ivory knife.
Cool.
I study crusts and polypores a lot, so I need something bigger to cut chunks of wood off.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's Todd Osmondson, mycologist from Wisconsin, La Crosse. And what did you find here that you're checking out?
There's a lot of diversity on this log. There are a couple of xylariaceous fungi. There is a xylaria there. There's this hypoxylon, or maybe a Kretschmaria. Here, tiny little yellow mushroom, and then a couple of crusts on these logs down here. All wood decomposers to come on after the wood is pretty thoroughly decomposed.
And you've studied a lot of tropical fungi. Are crusts pretty prevalent in these kind of forests?
They are, yeah. Wood decomposing fungi are the predominant mushrooms you're going to find in a lot of tropical forests. There are some tropical forests where they're dominated by ectomycorrhizal fungi, but in the Pacific Islands, it's mostly wood decomposers.
And so for that reason, we don't see a ton of like big fleshy mushrooms, a lot of little tiny things and crusts. And so this is essentially a mushroom, but not in the sense that most people would think.
Right, exactly. It has the same kind of cells that make spores. And it's just like mushrooms, it's the sexual fruiting structure of the fungus.
Yeah.
But just flat instead of gills.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different ways to maximize surface area for making spores. One is just to spread out all over the place, and another one is to make gills that have a lot of surface area to make spores.
Yeah.
Or fungi with pores. All those pores are lined with cells that make spores. So a lot of different ways that fungi have arrived at to make as many spores as they possibly can, since most of them aren't going to make it.
It seems like it would be a lot of energy to make one of these fruit bodies with all the gills and the colors. This is much more simple, right? Like this seems like it would be a lot more energy efficient to just make crusts. But we're lucky to have big, beautiful mushrooms.
That's right.
I really like them, you know. But
the reward on these ones is oftentimes under the microscope. And have some pretty cool cells.
Cool. But yeah, real mycologists like Todd get excited about these crusts that a lot of people might just walk by. But it's fascinating. Cool. Yeah, glad to be out here with you.
Yeah, feeling is mutual.
So we got Graham Steinrich here. He's kind of the organizer of the whole deal. Man, thank you so much for inviting me out here.
Dude, thanks for coming out, Aaron. I'm so glad you made it out.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute blast.
Yeah, it has. And he found these gilled mushrooms, like actual mushrooms, growing on the end of this log.
Look at this cluster on the backside here.
Oh, yeah.
They're so wrinkly on the cap surface.
Oh, yeah, look at
They're
that.
so neat.
And so what mushroom is this?
I'm thinking it's Satharella of some type. So brittle gills, as we call them.
Yeah.
And they usually have a dark spore print, usually black. And you can kind of see underneath here on the stipe, they've dumped a bunch of black spores.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Big time on there. Look at those
Super wrinkly,
wrinkles.
yeah.
Those are really neat.
Really cool. Yeah, I think there's a couple younger ones over there. We can have a look at those before they sporulate. But these are all natural spore prints on top of these caps, right? The spores are kind of flying up and landing on themselves.
And they almost look like they're not like deliquescing, but they, you know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
darkening in age for sure.
Totally.
I think this is growing on Albiza,
Mm-hmm.
I would guess.
Here's some of the younger Satharilla before they're covered in spores. And nice fruiting of them all down in here. Yep, more wood decomposers, and they're loving it out here. Ooh, and so here's Dr. Amy Honan, and she's found a little fungus down on a stick. Have you seen anything like this before?
No, it's a tree from Africa, and Humphrey knows the name of it. It's clearly in the legume family. But wondering if it's some kind of pathogen on this tree, which
Cool.
would make it an introduced species.
So she's doing a photo stack of, they look like little Asco cups, perhaps. Huh? Yeah. I promise, we're going to see some bigger mushrooms, people.
Don't make a promise you can't keep.
Well, we'll meet some interesting people, if nothing else.
Cool. Cooler air sort of thing.
You got a Lucaria.
Is it? This is Lucaria?
A little tiny Lucaria.
Wow, Connor found some beautiful little, I love Lucaria.
Yeah, they're cute.
Could be Lucaria fraterna,
Something like
the
that.
eucalyptus deceiver.
Cool, so this is mycorrhizal. Is there a eucalyptus right here?
I think I saw some leaves.
Huh. So we don't see too many ectomycorrhizal mushrooms here in Hawaii. This is one of the first, I think, that I've seen. So it looks like one's right here too.
Good eye. Good eye, right?
Cool.
Come over here, Sonia, and photo it.
All right, appears to be a mycena, which Brian said the word cool, so I'm kind of excited now.
Hamlins, yes. So this is a Hastings triplet, 14X. This is what I was recommended to buy when I was an undergrad, and I've had it ever since I was probably early 20s. And it's been around the world.
Awesome.
It's been to Africa, it's been to Micronesia, it's been to Tibet, it's been to Europe, it's been all over the U.S.
So it's a jeweler's loop, and
It's a jeweler's loop, yep, and it's a very small. It's a really high resolution lens, so it's very nice glass. They cost $50-$60 nowadays.
Oh wow!
But they give a very clear image without distortion. But as you get older, they get harder and harder to use.
Yeah, it's
They get
little.
smaller and smaller. Yeah.
I would have feel like I would lose that in the first 2 weeks, so that's impressive. Man.
Now that I've told you the story, I'll probably lose it today.
Oh no!
Make sure it's not gonna come loose.
And so you're looking at tiny little fungi.
Yeah.
What are you
and
looking for?
So basically, this one I was looking. Here's an old, polypore here, and there's something growing all over the surface.
Oh,
Turns
yeah.
out it's the beginnings of another polypore,
Oh,
different
okay.
species, sort of growing on top of it. And then I'm always looking for very small slime molds, very small ascomycetes. So when I see dots on sticks like this, which I can't resolve, with the unaided eye, then this is where the hand lens comes into play, and I can check them out
Dang.
and see what I got.
So my 2 hand lenses for $8 on Amazon, not the highest quality
Probably
then.
not. Ask Kira. Kira has a lovely one that was like $10, and
Okay.
the very center of it is in focus, and the whole rest of it is just blurry.
Oh, so that's interesting to know. There's good and bad ones.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
The hand lens usually.
Awesome.
Although there's some fantastic ones in the $20 to $30 range that I do use, especially
Yeah.
for slime molds, ones that have a light on them, which are really handy for seeing.
Mine have lights.
Small, yeah.
2 lights.
2 lights. You got LED and.
2 of them for $8 on Amazon. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
If you lose it, no worries.
Yeah. Probably want to lose it. Yeah. That's why I haven't identified new species with it yet. 'Cause it's the lens's fault. Yeah.
Right, exactly. It's all the lens's fault.
Cool. Amy found some huge mushrooms here in Hawaii.
So,
That's average size.
No and yes.
are you filming? You can kind of see that massive one in the back there.
Yeah.
Is sort of breaking down a little bit. It's really hairy.
Cool. And these can grow in just impressive flushes on logs sometimes, the copernellis. Oh, and then look right here. There's the snow fungus right there. It's on the, do you know Tremella fusiformis right here, the snow fungus that they grow in China. They cultivate this stuff. These ones are pretty little, but they can be the size of a softball or even bigger. Beautiful. Totally edible mushroom right there. Yeah, here's a crust that Brian found that is labyrinth form. So as I get in close here, maybe this camera will do it, and I can zoom way in. Yep, see that? That's interesting. So right here, that's Mount Wai'ale'ale. That is the main volcano on Kauai, but it's an ancient dead volcano from 4 or 5 million years ago. But you can see the crater here. That is so cool. And even the locals here are saying, wow, we never get to see it this clear. So got really lucky here today. This thing is massive. Wow. So here's a mushroom that was spotted, I believe, by Clarissa here, and this is Amanita marmorata, one of the destroying angels here on the island. But section Amanita section Amanita doesn't have this sac-like vulva. So, but yeah, probably one you should avoid. Cool find.
It tastes yummy.
Yeah, I bet. Oh. Nice.
So says the poison control center fella I talked to.
Smell it. Does it smell like fish?
Biggest mushroom we've seen today. Good find. So I see you at a lot of these kind of events. What brings you here to Hawaii?
I mean, we're here with the Biodiversity Collective, and we're just collecting, trying to really get a bunch of endemic species, which are going to be the ones that only grow on this island. But we're also finding some identified ones and also just some common ones and trying to find a flat line to what really is on this island. And if you keep doing it every year, we can kind of see what's going and what's coming and what's sticking around. So hopefully this leads to benefiting researchers for conservation. It's also just really fun.
Awesome. And you travel a lot, coming to all these mushroom events. I keep seeing you around. And
yeah, I mean, I volunteer a lot and I work a lot with the collections teams. I got involved with NAMA originally. Andy Wilson kind of was my mentor.
Oh, wow.
And Amy Honan. And I just keep learning more and more about making these collections and how important it is, and iNaturalist.
cool. Hey, well, it's really nice seeing you out here. Thanks for chatting with me.
Nice to see you, Aaron.
So right there is pretty much one of the centermost parts of the island. Is Mount Wai'ale'ale. It holds the record of having the most annual rainfall. I can't say the numbers because I don't remember them, but this is really one of the clearest you can see it. It's usually shrouded in clouds. We got very lucky.
The most annual rainfall in the world, yeah?
Yes, in the world.
Wow.
It's known as the wettest spot on Earth.
It really does remind me of Jurassic Park.
It was filmed here.
Add music right now. This is definitely a side of Kauai that I haven't seen yet. Look at these massive ferns. This is crazy. This is Jurassic Park. These are like just prehistoric, humongous ferns. So this plant is called tea leaf, and it's really sacred plant to the Hawaiian people. And ones that are this old, somebody said that, you know, the native people who lived in this valley probably planted these so long ago. And they make beautiful leis and wrap pork in it and all kinds of different things that I've seen it used for this week. Sorry if you're getting tired of these views. It's just like every corner I come around is more spectacular than the last.
Different kinds of bananas in Hawaii, like it's unreal.
Like the avocados and the mangoes.
Are there some native bananas to Kauai?
I don't think so. There was a canoe plant, I think, the flowering banana. It has like medicinal uses.
Okay, but all of this stuff that this stuff
Sure it's
is
all just introduced.
yeah, big banana trees out here in the
Nobody's
forest.
complaining.
Yeah, it'd be great if there was some fruit on it. I'm sure everybody that walks by grabs one when they do. Beautiful.
They don't last that long. It's not even actually a tree. It's like an herb, I think.
Like a grass.
Yeah, like a grass.
Yeah, it grows like a grass.
One banana tree per one banana rack.
This is a crazy bridge getting taken back by the jungle, and it is like super bouncy. It feels like it's gonna snap. Wow. Graham found something that he described as funky. So, ooh, that is funky. Look at that.
Look at how they don't. They almost like don't. This is the other side. You know what I mean? Like they almost don't have a texture to hymenium or anything. They're kind of strange.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Jeez, out in a forest like this, like who knows if that's ever been seen or will ever be seen again.
Yeah, I mean, you'd assume that it's probably introduced since it's on these introduced trees, but it's hard to tell in a place like this.
Yeah. Those are cool though. Maybe Trametes, maybe Sterium, maybe a ton of other genus that I don't know.
I definitely thought Sterium, maybe, like you said. But
yeah.
I'm not sure.
And the ginger was planted by the ancient queen of Hawaii or something. Somebody told me that the queen loved them, so she asked that they get planted everywhere.
Okay, that makes sense.
And yeah, they've turned out to be kind of a choking invasive here.
This is a cool plant here.
Yeah, this huge house plant.
Hala.
Hala.
Yeah, it has a lot of different uses, but they use to make floor mats out of the leaves.
To be totally honest, finding big mushrooms out here, you're just not really going to find them. The mushrooms are really hiding and they're just tiny, so you really got to get in there and get observant. It's not like the Northwest where we have big, huge mushrooms everywhere. Out here, they're just small wood rotters. So it's easy to walk through the forests of Hawaii and be like, there's no mushrooms here. But they're here, they're just little and they're hiding from you. And you got to look with intention for sure.
It looks like it's been cut off.
We've entered into a eucalyptus forest. It looks way different than where we've been so far.
Satharella.
Satharella. How can you tell this is Satharella?
Can't for sure. Again, it's one of the families. Notice a little black, little bit of an appendiculate margin there. There's a little bit of veil tissue stuck to it. And then they're pretty young. Not much spore color yet.
But that black would indicate black spores or really dark spores for Satharella.
Most likely. Really nice springtails all over. See these little guys?
Oh, yeah.
They're huge.
Actual mushrooms.
Actual mushrooms. It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, is that a cordyceps?
It's yeah, so here, this is on a cricket or some insect.
What? You found a cordyceps? Oh, look at that. Yeah. Good eye.
What is that?
I'm not, that looks like worm castings that are all around it.
Is that a radia?
So that's an insect that's being covered in a white fungus. Is that what I'm looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Some sort of cricket.
You got a sharp eye. Cool.
See the more down here. That's pretty sweet.
Ooh.
There it is, Hyphoma,
Nice
yeah?
fluorescence.
Hyphoma.
There's a Hyphoma.
Wow.
Good call, Amy.
Ding, 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 ding. Amy wins.
Powdery fan one, so that's a little bit of cheating.
Nice.
Look at that. So Hypholoma, really brightly fluorescent. Not a ton of other wood rotters do that.
Get back in the shade here, you can see it better. Nice.
So the UV can be a pretty good diagnostic tool then.
Yeah, it can be.
I kind of ducked away from the group and I found this little side trail with this amazing waterfall situation going on here. Whoa. Here's more of the snow fungus, Tremella fusiformis. This one's cultivated. They cultivate big amounts of this in China. They really love it in soup and stuff. Coming back up the trail, I spotted a mushroom. Some cool. Yeah, I'm making a couple of collections too. So maybe this is something different. It's exciting when you find tiny mushrooms. Oh, there's a whole collection of them right here. Great. Let's see what they are. I gotta carefully get this stick out of here to see what they are without ruining them. So here they are on this stick. Don't know what they are exactly, but if we look underneath, brown spores. So maybe a type of Pholiota, probably, especially with the scaly cap. But cool. Here's some little tiny mycenas that I found, but they're kind of interesting because they're gray and very beautiful. Super small, white gills. I really like that.
Tuberia, but that little conical umbo on it. And that smell, like even the wood smells like garlic. Mycelium.
Can I smell it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you make a collection, that'd be great. I will make a collection. These guys.
Mycetinas.
It smells like it.
Mm-hmm.
This is really cool.
We found this little hot spot of fungi down here in this valley. So there's 5 or 6 people kind of hunkered down in the bushes, finding all kinds of cool little things. This is pretty cool. I found a little oyster mushroom, and I haven't seen a Pleurotus since I got here to Hawaii, but yeah, this is definitely like a little Pleurotus or oyster mushroom. So what's interesting about these is that farmers on the islands want these native oysters to grow so that they don't bring in invasive ones, which is a really good idea. So who knows, maybe this is like a unknown species. Probably not going to do a culture of it, but at least we'll know it's here. Check out this amazing little mushroom that I found. Just kind of growing alone. I think there's another baby right there. But I think it's Septitrema. Look at that ornamentation. What a beautiful little mushroom. One of my favorite finds of the day for sure. Super cool. This thing is so small though. Look at that. Amazing. We reassembled after the foray. It's about time to head back down the mountain. Walking down the hill, and it is super windy, which is kind of scary with this huge canopy above us. You hear limbs cracking, they break. A lot of these trees are really brittle, so kind of scary to be out here in the wind, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's Jack with his mushroom and coconut.
Gotta come prepared.
All right, you guys, my battery's running out, so the video's coming to an end. We'll see you on the next episode. Much love.